Hey folks, wanted to take a time out to say thank you to our friends over at Hailey's Harp and Pub that helped Crazy Train Radio be able to visit our new friends over at the New Jersey HorrorCon at the New Jersey Expo Center and surrounding area. Hailey's is located on 400 Main Street in McCutcheon. Why am I asking you to visit them and connect with them? If you happen to be at one of these horror cons in the Edison area or McCutcheon, which is right there, folks, go visit them at 400 Main Street, like I said, because there's always something good going on since they've been a McCutcheon staple since 2009. Their main focus is serving affordable, top-shelf, traditional Irish pub fare, craft beers, and expertly designed cocktails, which is key since you're doing conventions and such, in a family-friendly atmosphere. What? Filled with everything from music, sports, and camaraderie, which obviously makes Hailey's a local gathering place for people in the McCutcheon community or visiting the McCutcheon community.
Hey now.
Because remember, why is Hailey's the place you need to be? It's because you'll be among friends.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Check the links below to be able to go visit them when you're around. Thank you.
And that's the bottom line!
Like fresh flavors and feel-good food?
Get in my belly!
Well, Blended Fresh Food can provide you with food that you can truly feel good about.
That's the fact, Jack!
Blended is your home for fresh grain bowls, salads, smoothies, and so much more. With the mindset of healthy, not hippie style of cuisine, Blended Fresh Foods has the unwavering commitment to serving not only the freshest, high-quality food available. Feel free to visit them at blendedisfresh.com for more details. When looking for the king of podcasts, you're at the wrong channel.
Well, excuse me!
Looking for good ideas for life? You're far from good hands.
Hey, bud, what's your problem?
If you think the listener is always right, you're far from the right place.
Out of order! Even in the future, nothing works!
Hosted by a Northeasterner by birth, but a rebel by choice.
Are you threatening me?
If you want a host that floats between love and madness,
and we know the night is always gonna be here anyway. Thinking of you's working up my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight.
then play on and listen to Crazy Train Radio.
All right, guys, listen to the blues riff and B. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay?
Warning, creators of this game do understand the subject matter may be offensive to some, but they do honor the families and people that have been affected by these real-life tragedies that these individuals have caused. Want to play a game?
Oh, yeah!
Lover of true crime?
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, we got an interesting game for you to check out.
Wow.
With the mashup of influences such as horror movies, collecting cards, and RPGs.
What?
Led to giving birth to an incredible creation of this game, Killers, the card game.
You are all my children now.
This game is a collectible trading card game featuring some of the most infamous killers, with tidbits of trivia on the back of each card to help you learn some insight to each criminal.
Who the hell are you?
Let's not forget, during the game, cops will be chasing you and these criminals.
I'm a cop, you idiot!
However, check out their website listed through all social media today, which can be found under Killers, the card game.
Am I on the internet?
I want to play a game.
Hey, this is Raushan Hammond, aka Thudbutt from the movie Hook, and you are listening to Crazy Train Radio. Yeah.
Hey folks, it's your least favorite host in the podcast world, Croc, Jonathan Steele. And boy, do we have a good one for you today. Okay, we are this time on location of the New Jersey Horror Con here at the New Jersey Convention Center in Edison, New Jersey. But next guest, and sadly couldn't set up the video, so we're doing just audio only with this one. But this gentleman has done so much in his career. He's done different things, but most people would know him from Hook. And we were actually talking a little bit about this prior to setting up. But Raushan Hammond, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. It's pretty cool to be out here in New Jersey. I'm happy.
Yeah, do you get out to the East Coast much?
You know what? I haven't been out here maybe in about 3 or 4 years, but I'm going to actually, this year, I'll be out here maybe like 3 or 4 more times for a few other conventions and for some of my magic shows.
Yes, and that's what I was talking about during the introduction. He does many things, wears many hats, and I don't mind saying it here, but because I said it to him privately. I appreciate with the magic shows, and we'll get the Hook and all that other shit soon, but with the magic shows, and we can talk about that, I only saw a little bit, but you also, some of the shows you do for senior citizen centers, you do for special needs, you do different types of venues besides traditional magic shows, so I appreciate that, working with different groups. But what led you down the road to getting into magic?
Well, believe it or not, and I don't know why this is, a lot of actors turn out to be magicians or start out as magicians and become actors, like Johnny Carson. He was a magician.
Yes.
I've been a part of the famous Hollywood Magic Castle for many years. I started as a junior member when I was 13, and I saw that there were tons of well-known actors that were magicians that did it kind of as a part-time thing, just for fun.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid just doing movies and TV shows, I'd always, in between takes, I'd always practice card tricks and, beg my parents to take me to a magic shop. And I just happened to be one of those people where I just stuck with it. And it's always been like my side gig since I was probably 15.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just joking about, I'm a big fan of people who listen know I'm a big proponent of physical media. Between books and DVDs and movies and whatever. I just appreciate, and the other interview you guys will hear with Tom Devine, the makeup expert, we talk about, even after we hit cut, about owning physical medium because he produces his own movies and such. But there's just something about having that. So, with you anyway, it makes me appreciate, you bugged the hell out of your parents to take me to the magic shop.
Oh, yeah,
and, there is, how do I say this? a lot worse ways that you could have been spending your allowance money or money you earned on acting gigs.
Yeah.
There's so much worse you could have been doing with that money that you had and were able to spend and stuff at the time. So, to go towards magic, that's awesome. And now you have it as a part-time gig. So
Exactly. So even when I was a kid, my dad would tell me, he'd say, "You're spending so much money on these magic tricks." And, it wasn't until I probably turned 18 or 19 and I had my own show at several Las Vegas casinos that my dad said, "Well, I guess it did work out for you." So,
it was money well spent.
It was a good investment. And, I've gotten that investment, that small investment in those magic tricks. I've made it back, 10,000 folds over, know, so.
What, because I've been lately getting into magic myself.
Mm-hmm.
And, just watching, and not that I never not appreciate it, but just like I've been getting it more into like Penn and Teller's Floss and Penn and Teller's bullshit. And, then there's other shows. There's a guy from Philly that Penn and Teller knew. I started watching his stuff lately. I can't think of his name, but so there's obviously different styles of magic that people. Whether it's card tricks, whether it's this, and I can make an elephant appear. There's different styles.
Exactly.
And I don't know all the terminology, so forgive me. But what would you say your style when it comes to magic is? You include music as well, too, from
everything. I basically, my magic act, I have a million magic acts. I basically make my act, the theme is kind of corresponds to where I'm booked.
Okay.
So if I'm booked at, let's say, everything that I do is mainly sleight of hand, mixed with some stage illusions, and I use some animals like, white doves.
One of the things I saw was with a dove.
Yeah, so let's say I'm performing at a retirement community. I would do a mixture of my Las Vegas show with birds, but because a lot of people that are over 65, they like, the Frank Sinatra, the Dean Martin type of...
And that's where the music comes in. Which, by the way, I do need to compliment you. I didn't say this before when we were talking off air and prior to you coming into town. You got a hell of a singing voice. I listened to you do like some Dean Martin and some Sinatra and some of the videos I saw. Your voice is pretty good, man.
Oh,
so
thank you. I
appreciate
try. I just have fun with it. And then sometimes I'll do a kid's birthday party. I'm making candy appear, a bunny rabbit appear. So I just like to have fun when I go out, and I don't mind. Someone calls me and says, "Hey, I need you to perform somewhere where there's 10,000 people." I just kind of routine, plan it out.
It's based on what, like you said, what's my audience going to be?
Yeah, my audience,
So, is there a place, you said you're going to be booked a couple of times on the East Coast here for magic, besides conventions and stuff. But, and I don't want to spend the whole time on this, but where are those shows at? Do you know off the top of your head? You
know what? I don't know off the top of my head, but they're going to be actually some private events for some senior citizen homes.
Okay.
So they'll be like in New Jersey, in Manhattan, I think in Pennsylvania, Chicago.
Okay. So you Midwest, East Coast,
Exactly.
But
and I'll
it's
come
cool.
down.
You get to travel and do it.
I do about 500 shows a year traveling, and I do that in like a span of 4 months.
Holy shit.
So I'm doing like 3-4 shows a day.
Yeah. Are you still doing shows in Vegas there?
I perform in Las Vegas about 6 days a week right now doing magic.
One particular location?
Sometimes at the Planet Hollywood Casino, Mandalay Bay, and I also am a magician for a lot of the conventions out there. A lot of the big trade shows.
They'll bring you in and have you...
have me, they'll, Bank of America will have me come in and stand at their booth and do magic to get people to come in and see the new software and and it's fun.
Yeah, exactly. And I just learned you were from Vegas because I know you're LA born and bred and all that. So
so I'm back and forth from I still live in LA,
but you spend a lot of time in Vegas too.
Yeah,
so
and it's been that way since I was 6 months old. So
it's, you go where the work is though.
Exactly.
No, I can't. But well, we're here, like I said, New Jersey HorrorCon, which I was surprised that they brought you in because obviously most people, and I don't mean this in a bad way, for Hook, which was Robin Williams and all that fun stuff. Great movie, classic. It just celebrated a big anniversary and such, not too long ago. But How has the convention circuit been for you? Is it mostly horror shows? Are you doing fan expos? What's the shows you're usually invited to?
I just started doing this, I think maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Okay.
And
you're newer on the circuit.
Yeah. And what's kind of cool about my background is the fact, I've done a mixture of these shows.
Yeah.
I think this is my second horror convention. Yeah. I'm doing like 3 more this year. But because I was in I was in Tales from the Crypt.
That airs the horror connection.
Yeah,
okay.
And that's. But the coolest thing is,
I should have remembered that, folks.
I've done every kind of feature film or television series that fits all the different
categories.
So I've done the Nickelodeon shows. I've done I was on ER.
Yeah,
I did all those. Yeah.
You've hit all the...
Exactly, so I can fit into any...
And I read that in my research. I didn't sleep well last night, folks, for personal issues. I'll accept the heat. I know I'll get a couple messages going, dude, there's some Tales in the Crypt, what the hell? I know I'll get a couple, it's fine. I'm good with that. I can live with that. But like you said, like we were kidding, newer on the con circuit. How has it been for you? How the fan response and just everything when they come and see you?
It's funny. Just like maybe the last 4 or 5 shows that I did, I get a great response. A lot of people walk up to my booth and they'll look at my banner and then they'll look at my pictures and they'll go, "Oh my gosh, I didn't really think you'd be here." And they will, they'll tell me, "I remember you from my childhood. This is
that
amazing."
creepy in a way, or
I don't, I'm so used to it, but I get it. I didn't understand it years ago because, like 15 years ago, or somebody said, "Oh, I saw your movie. I grew up with it."
Yeah.
But now it's getting to that point where, I meet thousands of people and they're...
Well, how old are you, may I ask?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm still 10 years old from Never Neverland.
Well played. Well played, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that. But, all kidding aside, it's been pretty good reaction when fans come up and see you and talk to you.
Oh, yeah, it's been an absolute blast.
And I do got to quickly mention, I met Raushan's lovely girlfriend in the hotel earlier when we were talking to Tom and stuff when we wrapped before lunch and all that fun stuff. So he came with company, lovely person, gotten to talk to her, try this in English, talk to her here at the venue as well. So, you get the same thing I was telling Tom is, it seems like you hang with good people and just like to keep a good circle. Am I far off of that?
Definitely. I keep a small circle, but I like to keep it,
Yeah, I stole his table. He's not here for another hour. The guys from Grim Life I met at the hotel earlier, checking things out before the storm hits. Now, it's... So, Hook, we'll go there. Like I said, don't want to stay forever because doors will be opening soon and all that fun shit. How was it working with... And you had a cast of people.
Oh, yeah.
Not just Robin Williams. Obviously, he was the
humongous,
star. Yeah. When you think of name value on that project, it's just...
yeah. It's obviously, we had Julia Roberts, Dustin Hoffman, Bob Hoskins. We had Glenn Close.
Yeah, it's just...
a bunch of... a bunch of cameos from a lot of other people.
Yeah, because it's funny you mentioned Bob Hoskins, and I forgot he was in it until I was going through credentials. Because obviously most people, when you think Bob Hoskins, for me at least, because I'm 39, remember him from Roger Rabbit.
Of course, yeah. When I got on the film, I loved that movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, exactly. And I did a watch along with Who Framed Roger Rabbit on the show before with fans. We do virtual watch-alongs on Zoom and stuff, and usually have people from the project come on. But for that one, we had Gary Wolf, the author.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the guy who wrote the books, who censored Roger Rabbit, which ended up becoming the movie.
Okay.
Disney bought the movie and all that fun stuff. But it's... how was Bob, in particular? Was he...
He was a pretty cool guy, He's one of those... God rest his soul.
Yes.
He was one of those, one of those, I guess you'd call it like one of those real actors that really, knew
serious
his
guy.
craft. That kind of knew his craft. I'm more the I just wing it and I go in there. I learn my lines 10 minutes before the camera rolls.
What are we doing? Okay, great.
All right, let's do it.
Give me 5 minutes.
That's me.
But now, one of the stories, and obviously, well, I'll ask this first. Where were you when you heard about Robin's passing?
Okay, so I was in Las Vegas, and I literally went and I was taking a shower, and I heard about it. I could literally hear the news. I had my TV going, and I just stopped and I said, huh? And
Didn't seem real, right?
Yeah, and then once I got out of the shower, within 5 minutes, every news publication called me and called one of my agents. And I was still in disbelief. And I think within an hour, I was on the news talking about it. And they had all their TVs and everything with his
towers
pictures. And I couldn't believe
just
it.
everything that
I
goes
still
with
couldn't
it.
believe it, And I had just talked to him like a few months before.
Yeah.
So and he always would come to Las Vegas to do his shows over at the MGM.
Yeah.
And I'd
so you
always
would
go
have
over
times
there.
to go over and say hello.
Yeah, so it just, it's still kind of,
And, that's, yes, say what you want about podcasts being medium and all that stuff. And, yeah, we're not, at least I'm not one of those kind of got you kind of things. And there, I know a lot of folks within the wrestling business, okay? And it just, two different situations here when we're talking Robin and the guy I'm going to mention. This I won't take the heat for. I don't give a shit. But Chris Benoit, when Chris Benoit, that situation happened in Georgia, his passing, that was a whole murder-suicide. That was a whole different story. But the sensational news is what I'm getting at. Trying to get people's opinions, especially so fresh. Like you said, things with Robin didn't sink in for you yet.
Yeah.
So, and I get they want to present the story, people who interacted with him, and just whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get they want to get that jump on the news, be the first in line to.
Yeah.
But I don't appreciate media reaching out and say, when you guys are trying to, you're actors, you're entertainers, you're magicians. Everybody's got different stuff going on, and professionally, what you're known for. But you're people too,
Exactly.
Like you said, you were getting a shower. Like, can we? Yeah, it's sad to report that Robin Williams passed away, but can we give you guys, as people, a day or two? Let this start to, things sink in, and let
I
you
wish
have.
the world was like that.
Yeah, I would like to think give you if I knew you back then, I didn't, and we just start to know each other the past few days. I would think if I went to talk to you right after Robin passed, if I knew you at the time, hey, I'll send you condolences, but you need your space to be able to let that start the process.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that you be healed in a day or two, but you need that, little bit of time to let that, as a human being, you need that time to process.
Yeah.
Am I wrong with this?
Oh, no, I wish more people were like you, that you just kind of, put the nail right there. Let it sink in.
Let that, give that person time to, as a fan, it sucked. And his story, it sucked.
Yeah.
But as a person, it's like the people who knew his family, co-workers like yourself, and needed time to, you let that stuff. But anyway, let's not be negative here anymore. But with Hook, do you have a favorite memory?
I have a lot of great memories from the set, but one of my first really cool experiences on the set was my first day of filming. Well, initially the first day of filming, I sat down in a room for about 8 hours and they never used me, and I only had one line in the entire movie originally. Second day, nothing. Third day, I finally got to go onto the set, and I didn't even know what was going on. I hadn't even read the script. I didn't care to read the script.
Based on the one line?
Because I knew all I had was one line, and I didn't really care about it. I'm like, when I get there, I'll just do, whatever they want me to say that one line.
Yeah.
And my parents had shown me the one line and highlighted it on the script for me. But when I got to the set, I just heard some ladies say, hey, you need to get dirty. And I turn around and I see this guy go, okay, and how are you going to dirty me up? And they go, well, hold on, we're going to get some dirt and rub it on you. He goes, no, that's all right. And he jumps in some mud and jumps in the grass and rolls around and then jumps up and he says, I'm dirty. And I looked and I said, oh my God, that's Robin Williams. So then I walked up to him.
So sounds like him.
Yeah, I walked up to him. I said, "You're Robin Williams," and he said, "Yeah, of course I am. I'm me. Who are you?" You know. Yeah. And that was my first I thought that was so cool. And then I said, "Mork and Mindy."
Yeah,
you know. But right after that, I got to do my first scene, the first day of actually filming, and that was the scene with Robin. My first line in the movie where you see me point at him and say, "Who's the shrub?"
Nice.
And that was my first day. It was pretty cool.
Do you keep in touch with most everybody you worked with from there?
Honestly, just a couple of people. Like the what is his name? Rufio.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was thinking about trying to remember his character name, but yeah. Dante Bosco.
Yeah.
Talk to him all the time. Just talked to him the other day. Obviously, about 5 years ago, we did a thing for Entertainment Tonight.
The anniversary
where we had everybody get together. A couple of the kids from the film, they'll message me. One of the guys that played Pockets, Isaiah Robinson.
Yeah.
He was just in Las Vegas about 2 weeks ago. He was out there performing.
Got a chance to catch up.
Got a chance to catch up a little bit. So, every once in a blue moon or when I'm in L.A., I'll just run into him because, even though L.A. is a big place, you still run into people, at Mel's Diner or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
doing this going on 12 years as a June, scary. Have a podcast. I've gotten to know a lot of people, and I've stayed with some out in L.A. But like you said, it's a big place, but it's like when you run into people I wasn't expecting that I knew, celebrity or not, it's like, hey, like you said, you go out for breakfast and you run in. I wasn't expecting to see you,
exactly.
But that's life.
Yeah.
You run into people, and whatnot. So
yeah.
Well, last question: what's next? And best place. Oh no, try this in English. What's next? And best place to find you if people want to search you out.
Oh wow. I'll go with the last question first. You can easily find me on Instagram under Raushan Hammond Official, or you can search me on Facebook. I still need like another 1,000 friends on there. So you can find me just on Facebook under Raushan Hammond. And
he's taken ladies, by the way. Like I said earlier, I met his lovely other half, so don't try to flirt.
But what's next for me is doing my own little Peter Pan movie called Hook versus Neverland. It's been in the works for a while. We just put the first trailer out maybe about 2 or 3 months ago. You can find it on YouTube. We're going to start shooting it in September, the rest of the film. And if you like, you can go on Hook versusneverland.com and buy merchandise, watch clips, updates, see pictures and video of our cast.
So we're going to be the 12-year-old Thunderbutt at this point.
It's actually Thudbutt was my name, not Thunderbutt.
My bad.
They almost wanted me. Yeah. At first it was going to be Thunderbutt or Boomer.
But are we going to be just like you said, you're 12 because of or 10 because of Neverland? But are you going to be
You got to see the movie, but I'm in this particular film. I'm like a 90-year-old man. And
how the hell is that possible? That must have been a great makeup job.
I left Neverland without giving away too much of the movie. I basically left Neverland. Many years went by.
Yeah.
And I grew old and started a family.
Yeah.
And now there's problems in Neverland, and I have to go back and become young again.
There's the hook, folks. This is what we're looking for. We want the hook. Reason to see the movie. Is it going to be a streaming movie? Is it independent?
It's going to be everything.
It's going to do our theaters, the whole nine yards.
It's going to be everywhere. We're going to have private screenings, not only here in America, all throughout the UK as well.
Hey, go to the link, follow up, watch a trailer, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
I love hanging with good people. Raushan's a good person. A few days I've gotten to know him, so thank you.
Thank you.
Hey there, Friday fans. We know how much you enjoy the movies. Enjoy grabbing your Friday merchandise and interacting with the Friday family, whether it be at conventions or during our particular watch-alongs. Well, when you're looking to get yourself masks, why not check out our friends over at Camp Blood Customs out of New York State and order your specific custom mask from any of the films. All orders are made specifically. Your needs and wants are. Make sure you find Camp Blood Customs on Facebook, Instagram, and all over social media and order yours today.
Hey y'all, this is Adam Marcus, writer and director of Jason Goes to Hell and Secret Santa, and you are taking a ride on Crazy Train Radio. Badass.
Hanging out in Point Pleasant? Well, we got the ultimate destination for an unforgettable night out, and that destination is the Shore House. They have a commitment to providing an unforgettable experience, which is reflected in every detail, whether it's being greeted by our friendly and attentive staff, but also in catering to your every need. If you're seeking a lively night out of laughter and celebration, or a cozy corner to unwind, feel free to visit the Shore House Tavern. To see details, feel free to visit them at the links provided below. There's always so much to celebrate. Whether it's birthdays, rehearsal dinners, after wedding parties, bachelor and bachelorette parties, engagements, retirements, and so much more. Whether it's a night out with friends to watch a game, celebrating a major event.
I live my life like there's no tomorrow.
Which, by the way, you can host your event at this awesome location. There is so much fun you can have at the Asbury Ale House if you're going to be in the Jersey Shore area. Feel free to visit them at the links provided to learn more details, because they are the only sports bar in Asbury Park with something for everyone. Bar, restaurant, and nightclub.
Shit, that's all you had to say.
Asbury Ale House. Be there.